picking up a load out of Matson, Illinois. It's not going nowhere but over the Downers Grove. A little over a couple $100. But I'm just tripping because I've been riding around for like 5 days straight. Just eating bananas and drinking water. Every time I get out, I got 2 pills sitting here. Just crazy. Look, they say your boy the last one left. I don't know how I keep doing this. Woo! See, they at it again. They had to put a damn sign out here. Damn weekend truckers. And like I said in one of my previous videos, I like to go ahead and get to the actual post office early, unload the skids, and not blocking any of the doors, because that's a common problem as well. You get somebody show up at the post office rushing, and they'll just dump the skids right in front of the door, you know, wherever they see space. And a lot of the post offices are not this large. This is what we would consider one of the larger post offices. Their dock will support 12, 20, almost 30 skids from Amazon if placed up here correctly. But you have a lot of post offices where they got 6 by 6, feet of a dock. And if you put that stuff in the wrong spot, you could either block the entrance for the arriving employees. Say if you put a skid right in front of this particular door, well, that's the door that they enter through. Those doors over there have chains, so usually they open those from the inside once they enter through this door. So if you sit a skid directly in front of that door and they don't have a pallet jack outside, which they don't leave a pallet jack out here, normally they're inside, they essentially cannot enter the post office. So I've heard that on a numerous occasions that an individual show up, dump the skids off in front of the door and leave. And then the next day or early that morning when the employees show up, by the time they finally get into the post office, they're so pissed off, the first thing they do is go to the computer and send an email over to Amazon and say, not only did some asshole come here and leave the freight unattended, but they barricaded us out of the building. So I've seen that happen on a lot of occasions. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go sit in the truck. I'm gonna close all of this up, go sit in the truck. And when they arrive, I'll ask, hey, do you need the skids brought in? If they say that they would like me to do so, this is a bigger post office. They have a pallet jack inside. So I'll just use their pallet jack and pull the skids in. But 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna require me to bring all of these skids inside, seeing that they're already neatly positioned on the dock. Sometimes they may want you to take 1 or 2 in, but technically this is a 12-minute stop. And like I said in one of my previous videos, for the 12-minute stops, it's to the dock only. Now, if you have a 30-minute unload time, then you're expected to unload the skids, like tear the wrap off and put these into like either those bins over there, or they have a orange plastic bin. And you'll unload into those. That way they could push them into the facility for the particular facilities that have smaller door frames. But most of the facilities are like this. You got 12-minute unload time. So they understand that it's to the dock only. But they'll still give you pushback on that. You know, they're not going to just let you off the hook. So as I expected, at the last stop, the first post office worker, she arrived like right before 3:50 a.m. And like I said, when she got there, as I expected, she didn't need me to bring the skids inside. She just told me to leave them there, they were good. And I always like to ask, so I just kind of asked her, well, hey, do you require that individuals wait with the freight until you guys get here, or is it okay to leave it? And 90% of them say the same thing, that they do not want you to leave the freight unattended. Now, that doesn't mean that if you do, they're going to always report you. But if you catch somebody having a bad day, it's a good chance they will. And then some post offices, it's just when they see it unattended, they automatically email Amazon and let them know the route and the freight that was left, and it's usually identified back to a carrier. That's something that I try to warn you guys about all the time. Now, this guy, he just fueled up. I'm sitting here in my phone and got ready to pull out of the fuel station. And I'm looking and I'm like, why is he turning around? Because he initially started to turn around. Now he's bagging into a spot, probably because he's going to have to call Love's, which is the next exit over. So, yeah, they're going to have to pretty much come over and probably charge him $600 for a tire. Luckily, he is right next to Love's, but he was all prepared to leave out of here. And yeah, now his whole day has changed. It's so unpredictable out here on a day-to-day basis. Every time you turn around, somebody is having some type of issue and in need of roadside. You can stay on top of all of your planned maintenance and things still go wrong. I'm sure he woke up this morning and thought his tires were fine. Probably did a pre-trip, didn't see anything wrong. And then he come here, fuel up, and on the way out, tire flat. I'm hearing too his Loves is having people wait up to 6 hours for assistance. You pay $600 to $1,000 for a tire, and you gotta wait half the day.